Time for a tour of the 2012 Husky TXC511. Akroprovich titanium pipe. This is a custom oil tank catch can that I made, modeled after the, I don't know who made it, but somebody made a kind of commercial one. And so I machined this one up and bolted it through to one of the bosses on the engine. But basically, overflow oil comes out of the head into the catch tank, settles out, and then drains back to the sump. And then this is a vent. This is part of the fuel tank. These bikes run a tank that goes all the way up to here. So the seat goes all the way up here. So it's super narrow up front, which I like. It's definitely a unique bike to ride versus like a KTM, which I've owned plenty of. But it's very enjoyable. I do like it. I don't ride this thing anymore. I don't ride bikes anymore, unfortunately. Scott's damper with a BRP billet triple, speed bleeders, highway dirt bike top plate with the highway dirt bikes billet bark busters. I do have these with LEDs. If you want a set, I can just give those to you. I think I have a new front mask as well. It's for a light because I was gonna plate it, but I never did. Zero dents on the rims. I hate to admit it, but these tires were the tires I had on the bike when I got it, which is pretty sad. Anyways, these are some custom radiator guards I machined for I had the previous version of this. I had the 449, and so I took them off and put them on this. They're actually pretty nice, pretty stout aluminum strut here that goes back, and you don't ever hit this with your foot, and it keeps the radiators from getting smashed back. I've never really used them, so I can't tell you how well they work, but they should work fine. This shows you how much wear this bike has. It's pretty sad. I powder coated the swing arm black because I thought it looked awesome. No other reason. It's got a suede seat cover. This is just going over the stock Husky. So it's still got the original seat cover under it for waterproofness, but I like this because it grips better. The way you remove the seat, kind of a two-handed operation here, holding the phone. So the bike's fuel injected. That should probably, I guess most bikes are now these days, but it's got a Shirai lithium battery with a battery tender pigtail. Husky billet fuel cap. I can't start the bike up because it's 5:30 in the morning and I live in a residential neighborhood, so you'll just have to trust me that it runs fine. But it's had very, very little use. If this bike has 20 hours on it, I'd be surprised. There's no hour meter on it, but I have not started this bike. Well, that's not true. I think I did start it, but I've not ridden this bike for sure in at least 2.5 years. And it's a 2012, and you know what today is, so I rode it for probably a summer and a half when I lived in Pittsburgh. Did some Hatfield McCoy kind of trail riding. I'm not an advanced rider by any stretch. See if there's anything else here I forgot. No dents in the rims. Probably already mentioned that. The bike's super clean. Runs awesome. It's got a ton of power. I revalved the suspension. Forgot to mention that. So the front forks have been revalved for me, just to kind of plushen it up a little bit, because these are the closed chamber whatever they call them on the TXCs. They're the higher spec forks, so I had those revalved, and the same thing with the shock. I think that's probably it.